I want to talk about when we talk about, the career defining performances, where you merge politics with, your sport. Where does Megan Rapinoe for you, has seen boxing and, basketball and people have done protests, considering the embodying the fact that women are not getting paid, they're not getting the bag that they should be when it comes to performing these men that have been trashed for like 20 plus years. The fact that she said what she said about Trump, but also in the way of understanding that very white allyship and making sure, even with my statement, I'm quoting Nipsey Hussle. Like I'm very impressed, but at times I'm worried if it's performative. But it seems like she's making the steps in the right direction.
I think she is, and there's nothing more political in American culture than sports. And so when people say take sports out of my politics, they don't know sports. There's nothing more political. I mean, you think about every single league, whether it was baseball and integrating it and how political that became. I mean, there were places where Jackie Robinson couldn't even, stay in a hotel or go to the bathroom in the South, including Sanford, Florida, where Trayvon Martin was killed, right? It was one of the most racist southern towns in America, Florida, right? And so, everything that was done, whether it was the 68 Olympics when those two brothers put their hands up in the air, incredibly political act for the white ally standing with them, to stand with them, and to be on their side. Huge, big deal. You think about Muhammad Ali, probably one of the most blatantly political activists inside sports ever in history, took on the Vietnam War. Sports and politics have always been merged, particularly since in America, sports and politics have always been racial. If you think about boxing, the idea that a black man could beat up a white man in 1900 and not get lynched, that's huge.
Absolutely.
It's the biggest thing in American life, right?
Yeah.
That you had black boxers able to literally publicly beat up a white man and survive. That's humongous, right?
Yeah.
And so everything about sports is politics. So whenever I hear people say, shut up and play, that's ridiculous. It's not what they've ever done. And black athletes in particular have had to carry that ball. They've had to carry because, unfortunately, racism is in everything, including in sports, and they've had to carry that ball to say, well, you know what, we're as good at this or better at this than you, and we're going to play. We need to get paid. And now women are doing the same thing. They need to get paid. These women carry soccer.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Tired. I saw someone wrote a piece today talking about, like, I'm tired of these celebratory, like, performative, like, feminism when it comes to getting their money. They just want the bag. Like,
just give them the money.
Give them the money, please.
You know what? If that's what they're saying, listen, give them the money. Because at the end of the day, then they can move on to other protests. Because at the end of the day, these women, when's the last time you watched the men's team play World Cup?
On my PS4.